Hi, Natalie. I'm Sarah, and I just wanted to respond to some of the questions that you answered that had to do with the Wilson's 14 points. The first question that I wanted to respond to was your answer to number two. Is this the same as the imperialism of the late 19th century? I definitely agree with you. I think that the imperialism of the 19th century was completely different from Wilson's 14 points. Imperialism in the late 19th century pretty much meant that we were taking over an area and dominating them economically, politically, and culturally. We kind of just took things that weren't ours and made it our own. So that it differs from the 14 points, and that the 14 points doesn't really want to divide and conquer and have all these nations for oneself. It's kind of just a code to make sure that all other nations are working with each other, and so that the world as a whole can be more peaceful and have better relationships with each other from other nations and other countries. And the second question that I wanted to respond to was your very last one. Do you see our foreign policy agenda today grounded in the 14 points? I definitely agree that the freedom and peace aspect of our foreign policy agenda is in our 14 points, but I think that there's other parts of the 14 points that are still grounded in the foreign policy agenda. For example, the foreign policy agenda today is pretty much to help out with any quarreling nations or underdeveloped nations, in essence, to keep America safer and to keep the entire world safer. So we're still kind of doing what the 14 points is stating. We're working with other nations and trying to make other nations that are quarreling with each other more peaceful with each other, because we are a dominating nation in the world. So we're kind of using our powers to make other nations work together with each other. That way, that quarrel doesn't roll over to other countries and sooner or later it'll become something bigger. So I definitely agree with you on that. And I also think that there's other parts of the 14 points that can be involved with our foreign policy agenda today. Thank you so much. Bye.